写这个4000个字 ，David 有哪些建议？David, actually, there were 4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is your advice?
So, first of all, if you want to write an essay, that's fine. If you want to write things in lists, that's fine too. You know, one of the things that we want to see is what does your son do? So, if you want a list, you know, goes to the Royal Conservatory of Music and plays violin, grade 4. You don't need to write an essay about that. Just put that line. Put a few lines in. We're just using these essay questions, these questions, to try to get a little bit better sense about your son. So if there are things that you think we should know, tell us. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'm going to suggest you put some things in there so that we have a better sense of who your son is. And look, I'm just going to say you're selling your son. So just think that, you know, what would you want to read about your son? Don't lie. First, I'm saying sell, but don't lie. But just tell us, what does he do? What is he like? Why do you want UCC? Like, why do you want to come to UCC? So don't fret too much about these essay questions. I think people are worried about them. Last year we had check boxes, okay? And we just said, we had a bunch of check boxes and tell us what level. It didn't give us a lot of information. So we've changed it this year. We're asking for the questions. I will be honest with you, I didn't think that, oh my goodness, writing stuff is going to make it hard for families. And I'm actually sorry about that, so I don't want you to stress about it. Give us the information you can. Let us take that information. Things you think we should know about your son.
Yeah, 去年是打勾，很多项目打勾。那今年呢，他们都改了，改成全部写这个文字。大家不用担心，如果你的语言真的不够，你甚至写那个 bullet points 都是可以的。但是呢，我的建议就是说，真心诚意的去写，不要很随便的写，把你真的想让你的儿子特点，让这些招生官知道，你要推销你的孩子，但是这个推销不是说是去撒谎，是去包装。OK，next。就是说每个入学年份这等候席一般都有多长，然后呢，如果一个孩子收到的是等候席的决定，那么他在当年被录取的几率大概有多大
？How do I answer this? This past year, for September 2018, we took no one off the wait list.
Oh.
Sorry. We took no one off the wait list. So I can't tell you for sure. It depends. We make offers to people. They choose other schools. There's other great schools in the city. They choose other schools. If people say no, we will go to the wait list. Part of the wait list is if your son was on the wait list, it's a really good indicator for you. It should be an indicator to you that we actually really liked your son, and we would encourage you to reapply again if it's an intake year. So a wait list is not a no, but if you're, and I know families get the wait list and they hope, we usually know within a week, because we give families a week to tell us. We'll know within a week. So if you get a wait list for your son, if we can take him, we will call you right away. If you think calling us every day is helpful, if a boy says no for grade 6, let's say, and we're going to go to the wait list, I bring my whole team back together. We go through the list of waitlist boys, and people ask, do we rank them? We don't rank them, because again, I talked earlier about we try to build a class. I don't want 8 hockey goaltenders, for example. So hypothetically, let's say there's a boy who's really strong in music who says no to us. Probably, we're going to want to find another boy who plays a lot of music to replace that. So a lot of it depends on who's leaving. But if I'm being honest, last year we did not go to the wait list.
Yeah, 去年2018年的入学，他们一个等候席的孩子都没有收，说明他们所有发出去的录取通知书全部被接受了。 那么他刚刚也说了，就是说他们也是不排序的，没有说你是等候系第1名、第2名。1周的时间，如果发出去的录取通知书没有得到回应，没有被接受，他会打电话给家长。但是在打出这个电话之前，他们整个 team 整个招生团队还是会坐下来，把等候系上所有的孩子都看一遍。为什么呢？他刚刚举了一个例子，比方说2个孩子都很爱音乐，那其中有一个孩子可能玩的是这个乐器，我举个例子啊，比方说小号，那另外一个孩子他可能玩的是大提琴，那这个时候他就会看他的乐队需要大提琴，那他会就先收这个大提琴的孩子。那么另外一点呢，大家也要注意，就是说等候席 UCC 的等候席是含金量很高的，这是一种肯定，他很喜欢你的孩子，只可惜位置有限，暂时这一年度有比你更适应他们的孩子先被录取了，所以如果拿到了等候 UCC 的等候席，他们会鼓励你第2年再申请，就是等到下一个入学招生年的时候再申请。
Just on that last point, I want to say that there were 2 boys this year who we took into year 7. It was their 3rd time applying to the college. Okay, so if you say no or waitlist never again, 2 boys, 3rd time. And I will tell you, one of the boys, when I called his mother, she said, we didn't want to apply to UCC again. We were upset with you. It's our son who said, this is where I want to go to school. And the day he got the offer, they walked to campus, they stood in the middle of the oval, and he said, I did it. We are here. And that's great, and he earned it. He earned it. He did all the things he needed to do, and he's doing really well. Like, well, it's 2 weeks in, but he's doing really well.
这个也就是我一直跟大家讲的，不论成败，只求成长。他升了3年，从没有信息到进入等候席，到第3年终于进了。所以这个孩子拿到这个消息之后，就直接走到，就是当天拿到录取通知书，走到 UCC， 站在他们学校的这个大礼堂中间，然后就说：“我成功了，我终于进来了。” Okay. So international students.
Okay. Okay, quick answer. We're looking for diversity. As I said, we have 25 countries represented. Language requirements, minimum intermediate level of English. We're more flexible at younger years. When they're coming into year 11, we need them to have pretty strong English skills. Okay? But again, if you are sitting here and your family is living in the GTA and you want to apply to boarding, I will tell you with almost 99% certainty, you will not get an offer. We probably won't even interview you, okay? We are not looking to bring boys from Toronto into the boarding community. Our boarding community is made up of students from around the world or from outside of the Toronto area. Okay? It is not, there was a time 10 or 15 years ago when boarding was the back door into UCC. It was the easy way to get into the school, and then families would switch. Okay? We don't let you switch. So if you're thinking, and I know there's a lot of smart people here, if you're thinking easier to get into boarding, I'll get them into boarding, have them in boarding for 1 year, and then say to Mr. McBride, oh, we'd like him to be a day student now. No, doesn't happen. We don't let it happen.
这个是特别重要的。10到15年前申请国际生，看似是进入 UCC 的一个后门、一个捷径，但是现在不是了。其实现在不光是 UCC， 所有的住校的美高都是这样。最失败的就是说，你即使被你侥幸瞒骗成功进入了 UCC， 然后你突然一家人都搬到了 UCC 隔壁，然后有一天你说我想要申请，我想变成走读生，不是变成走读生，你重新从 UCC 退学，再次申请走读生。所以呢，这一点大家一定要很清楚。然后讲了英语，所有他的收的国际生都必须是其他国家的，不能是生活在 GTA， 或者必须是生活在 GTA 区域之外，比如蒙特利尔啊、埃德蒙顿啊这种。那么你的英语水平必须要至少 intermediate 中等。那么申请的年级越低，你的英语水平可能要求就没有那么高。但是像 Charles 这样的申请10年级的英语水平一定要非常高。但是所谓的英语水平高，我依然认为是输出能力比较厉害，不光是听说要厉害，因为你这个马上跟上他们没有任何 ESL 课程的这个教学， 都是非常非常 challenging。所以这个是一个家长的提问，我也觉得特别好。刚才其实我已经听到了，他说为什么这一次 Open House 放在晚上呢？因为有不少家庭是双职工，所以 UCC 如果正在接纳很多的双职工的 GTA 的家庭，就可以看出来，他们绝对不是学校里都是很富有的家庭。所以我们来听一听，对于中产阶级家庭 ，David 有什么建议
？So at UCC, we have some of the richest families in Canada. We also have families who can't afford the cost of going to UCC. And we have $5 million in financial assistance to help those families. So there is a range from the richest to some of the least rich families in the city. The thing I love about independent schools, well, he looks good now, but most days, like today, if he was at school, Charles would be wearing a blue golf shirt, pants like this, dress shoes. We give them all a computer. They all look the same. Once they're in, they're all the same. But we are looking, oh, I'm gonna really have to, I feel like I have to drink it and I'm thirsty, but oh my goodness. How many questions are there? So, you know, do not let, I talked earlier, you can't buy your way into the school. And if you are permanent residents of, and you want to apply for financial assistance, that does not hurt your application. We have $5 million, more than any other school in the country. We believe in making our school as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. We say only 2% of the population can afford our school. I actually think it's only 1%. So, and I will tell you 7 years ago, why I came to UCC, financial assistance. Because I know it is an amazing school and financial assistance makes it more accessible to more students.
Yeah. 所以 David 刚才讲了 UCC 有500万的助学金，其实这也是我告诉大家我个人最心动的，因为我知道全加拿大他们的助学金的额度不是一般的高，我听说过的最高的也就是160万，他们有500万，所以就这一点，他们的游泳池很烂，我也忍了。I'm saying because of 5 million, the poor swimming pool, I don't care.
Thanks. If someone here, if your son comes into the school and you have $50 million, we'll build a new pool. We'll put your name on it. Because that's what it's going to cost. I'm joking, by the way. I'm totally joking about that. Well, I'm not joking, but I'm joking.
大家记住，所有的玩笑背后都是有认真的意思的啊。Okay, next question.
Okay.
Yeah, UCC puts a great effort in teaching how boys practice sports. And so 这个问题意思就是说，做那么多体育运动，到底对这些男孩们，特别是北美私校的男孩们，到底有多重要？因为我特别听说有些华人家长觉得不可思议，你觉得学习不重要吗？你把那么多学习的时间用来让男孩们玩体育，这有意义吗？我们来听听 David 的建议。
So, I know this question is about sports, but I just want to say in general, it's our belief, and I think it's really good school's belief, that school is about more than just what happens in class. There are a lot of really good things that happen on teams, in clubs, and again, I'm guessing most of you want great things for your kids. University admissions becoming more and more competitive. The activities, the extracurriculars, those are the things that make your sons and daughters stand out. There are lots of kids, more than I'm shocked by it, who get 95th percentile on standardized tests. That's not the way to stand out anymore, because so many people can do that. It's getting involved, and it's our hope as a school. And Charles, I'm guessing he talked about it, I don't know what he talked about, but we actually say to our boarding students, you have to play sports or be involved in something serious like a drama production or the band at least 2 to the 3 terms. Because we don't want him sitting in his room from 3:30 to 5:30 playing Fortnite. Okay? We want him active. It's good for him. It's good for him physically. It's good for him mentally. So those extracurriculars, I think that's one of the reasons, to be frank, why families look at our schools. When you can go to school for free here, and there's a lot of really good public schools, they just don't have all of the stuff that we have, thankfully.
Yes， 所以为什么体育很重要？刚才他讲的第一点，就是因为大学很看重嘛。因为现在的大学看你的申请，越来越多的比重要看你在学校里参加多少体育运动。我们很多大学生到了大学里面，一旦进入走课，我遇到过太多的学生，之前都是很优秀，进入大学反而变得心灰意冷，然后不运动，所以他的这个整个身心健康是不完整的。那么另外一个，特别是像Charles 这样的住校生，就特别不希望下了课以后他们就在那玩电脑游戏，所以强迫他们一定要做各种运动。那我个人还有另外一个理解，就这是男校，男孩们上了15岁到18岁，荷尔蒙分泌非常非常的旺盛，就是要让他们运动，把他们整趴下。对，然后呢，运动累了呢就睡觉，醒来就学习。
Okay, you're funnier than me today. I'm worried about this.
I'm competing.
Hold on a second. I want to see what the notes are. Okay, you wrote more stuff when Charles was talking than when I was talking.
First-hand experience.
哦，这个问题我觉得提问的家长我特别感谢他，就是在我们这个讲座群里，他问的是，如果我的孩子理科特别好 ，Science, Technology, Engineering, Math 数理化特别好，请问 UCC 的 IB program 适不适合他 ？UCC 怎么样帮助那些典型的数学特别好的中国男孩来发挥他们的特长
？Okay, a couple of things on this. You can do science in the IB, okay? Where we run into problems, where families get upset, is when you get into year 10, 11, and 12, you cannot take 3 sciences. The most you can take is 2, okay? Some families do it outside of the school, they pick up the 3rd. I'm not saying that's what you should do. You can only do 2 out of the 3. 99.9% of university programs only need 2 sciences. There's only 1 or 2 programs I know of that need 3 sciences. So the belief that you need 3, it's out the door. That's an important piece. The STEM piece. Last year, we finished our new strategic directions. So our plan for our 200th anniversary in 2029. One of the things that we said is technology is important. It's really smart, right? Technology is important. We're in a technology company. It's good that I say that. So we looked at, we said, you know what? Design and design thinking are an important piece for boys. So you haven't seen this yet. So on the 3rd floor of our upper school, we've renovated an unbelievable, it's the coolest learning space I've ever seen around design. So this is product design, coding, and what have you. We realize these are important things. And we're saying from starting in grade 6, right through, this is a focus. We're so serious about this, 2 things. Number 1, we sent teams of teachers and staff to Singapore and Thailand last year because there are schools there that do design very well. We went and looked and said, okay, this is good. We can be better. I was downstairs in the prep school this morning before I left. I hadn't been downstairs. We have a laser cutter. I said to Mr. Sharp, I said, what's that thing cost? It's $80,000 for a laser cutter. And he can do, and the boys can do unbelievable stuff. And again, I think back to when I was in grade 6 or grade 7, I wasn't doing any of this stuff. Like, these kids are doing amazing things, and we have to work hard to keep up with them. And I think that's an important piece, and we're doing a great job of that.
刚才首先回答大家第一个问题就是，你的 science 很好，很多据我所知，包括很多华人孩子，包括家庭，他们在读 IB program 的时候，到了高阶都会觉得很不舒服，因为如果孩子生物、物理、化学3门课都很好，在 IB 你只能选2门。 你只能选2门，所以导致呢，真的很想选3门的孩子，第3门要到校外去修。那么，如果你觉得你就将来一定要物理、生物、化学3门都很好的，一定要这3门修高阶的，可能 IB program 不适合你 ，UCC 的这个 program 不适合你。那么他刚才讲的就是说他们是怎么帮助这些男孩们到达他们的顶峰的。我其实非常赞同他的这个理念。数学很好，是的，的确是的。但是大家有没有发现，这是一个交叉学科的时代？你数学好，编程好，但是你的艺术灵感、设计感好不好？如果你没有好的艺术灵感、设计感，你写的程序，你做的这些科学的研究，没有办法让它在短期内被一个公司收购，变成实际的生产力，这个也是没有竞争力的。所以呢，他刚刚说了，举了个例子，他们花了8万加币买了一台激光切割机，让男孩们玩。然后所有6年级今年入学的孩子，他们都去参观了刚刚装修好的 Design Lab， 就是叫设计实验室，不是 Science Lab， 是 Design Lab。然后里面非常非常的 fancy， 很酷。那么他就是让这些男孩们要动手。我是觉得数理化好的孩子，如果只会出公式，但是不会动手，依然是很有局限的。所以我觉得这个是 UCC 的一个特点，它总是尝试文理通科。